is our next jump lesson for pages 172 to 173. It's called Area and Perimeter. And here is our boss question. Jaden draws a square. The perimeter in inches is the same number as the area in square inches. What is the length of each side of the square? So you might be able to figure this out before the lesson, and if so, feel free to put it right on the math document. All right. There we go. We can see this now. Okay, so just as an example of the idea of area and perimeter, we have a square here and it's got 5 feet going this way and 4 feet going this way. So to find the area, we'll multiply the length and width. 5 times 4 equals 20, and it's feet, so I'll add feet squared. So this kind of center area, we have 20 square feet. Okay, so to find the perimeter, we're going to find the distance all the way around the whole square, like if you were walking around it. So let's get another color so you can see. We're going to do this side, 5, plus this side, 4, plus this side, we know it's 5 because it's a rectangle, plus this side, 4. So 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 is 18 feet. Okay, so the area, you will multiply length times width, and the perimeter you add each side, and once you've added all the sides together, you'll have the perimeter. All right, so there are a couple shortcuts you can do for finding perimeter if you don't want to just add all of the sides of a rectangle. These are shortcuts just for rectangles. So we have this 4 feet and 5 feet. So that means, of course, that this side will be 4 and this side will be 5. Oops, what did I write? Why did I write 4 again? There we go. Okay, so this side will be 5. Okay, so we can add 5, and we'll go to the next side, plus 4, plus 5 this way, plus 4. Okay. This trick for adding it faster, we're going to ask the question, does the order of the addition actually matter? Does it matter what order we actually write this in? No. You can add 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4. You can add 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5. You can add them in any order. You're still going to get 18. Okay, so we're going to add them in a little bit different order than this, just to make our lives a little easier. So the perimeter here, I'm going to add, let me use another color, just feel like it's easier to see. I'm going to add this side and this side first, 5 plus 5, and then I'm going to add 4 plus 4. Okay, so those are adding the same numbers, but they're just in a little bit different order. Now one thing I can do is 5 plus 5 is actually the same thing as 2 times 5. So I could rewrite it like that, plus 2 times 4. Now the only trick with using this method is remember to put the parentheses around when you're doing multiplication. 2 times 5 plus 2 times 4, because there are 2 5s and 2 4s. So that would equal 10 plus 8, which would be 18. Same thing, but it's just in a different order. Okay, we have a little practice. Oops, I did not need that. Here we go. Alright, so just to practice this shortcut, we're going to find the perimeter of this shape. It's a parallelogram, which means you find the perimeter the same exact way as finding the rectangle perimeter. You're just going to add all these sides. So I'm going to add 7 plus 7 first, and then I'm going to add plus 3 plus 3. Okay, so you can see if I make these little marks that 7 plus 7, and then you add 3 plus 3. 7 plus 7 is the same thing as 2 times 7. 3 plus 3 is the same thing as 2 times 3. So this ends up equaling 14 plus 6, which is 20. So that is one way of doing the perimeter. No matter which way you do it, just make sure you add all 4 sides together. You can actually find the perimeter without even using a picture. So if you know the long sides of a rectangle or parallelogram are 18 yards each and the short sides are 7 yards each, you can actually just figure out the perimeter. You don't even have to draw a picture, although it's always okay to draw a picture. So you can say the perimeter equals 2 times 8, because there are 2 of these, plus 2 times 7, because there are 2 short sides, which means we have 16 plus 14, which is 30. So the perimeter is 30 yards. Alright, so here are just some practice problems. Find the perimeter of each shape. So go ahead and pause it and try it. Hopefully it won't be too tricky. Okay, so I'll show you with a shortcut. Perimeter of this shape is 2 times 5, because this side is 5 yards and so is this side. Now it's going to be 2 times 3, because this side is 3 yards, so is this side. So now the perimeter is 10 plus 6, or 16. 16 yards. Okay, and in this second one, the perimeter is 2 times 9. Then we're going to add 2 times 6, because 2 sides are 9 feet and 2 sides are 6 feet. So that means we have 18 plus 12, which means we have 30. 30, oh, this time it's not yards, it's feet. All right. Now we have a second shortcut. Here, I think the black background might work better. Okay, so this is the same way of finding perimeter, where you add all 4 sides, but we're just going to add the 4 sides in a different order again. So here the perimeter is 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5. So we added it in a circle 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, now 4 plus 5 is the same. So we can actually call this 2 times 4 plus 5. And then to solve that, we would just have it be 2 times this, which is 9. So our perimeter is 18. Okay, just for some practice, here's a couple more. Go ahead and pause the video and try them. Okay, so this perimeter we have 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2, which means 6 plus 2 twice, 2 times 6 plus 2, or 2 times 8, which is 16. Okay, this other one, the perimeter equals 4 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, well that's the same thing as 2 times 4 plus 1, 2 times 5, which is 10. So that's just doing the sides in a little bit different order. Okay, this last part is the perimeter of a square. So here we're going to add all 4 sides again. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. You might notice every side is the same length, so you can also say that it's 4 times 3, which is the same thing as 12. So we have 12-foot perimeter for this one. And so that means that whenever you have a square, you can find the perimeter by saying 4 times the length of each side. So this one has a side length of 2 inches. 4 times 2 means it has a perimeter of 8 inches. This other square here, it has a side length of 1 foot. So 4 times 1 equals 4. So the perimeter is 4 feet. Hopefully now you'll feel confident to try that boss question and report your answer.